Hello, I'm Divya Gopalan with a look at the top stories in Al Jazeera. U.S. President Barack Obama says he will push for an international deal for Syria to give up its chemical weapons. In an address to the American public, he said he would pursue diplomacy for now, but he said the military would be ready if that failed. Patty Culhane has more from Washington.
In Congress, the president expressed optimism that some sort of diplomatic solution can be worked out. He seemed to be taking some of the credit for what he's calling the Russian proposal, saying that the U.S. Secretary of State will meet with his Russian counterpart on Thursday and that they will try to figure out the next step forward. In the meantime, he's asked the Senate to delay a vote on authorizing any action. Critics say it's because he doesn't have the votes to get it passed.
Meanwhile, the United Nations has published a report accusing both sides in the Syrian war of indiscriminate attacks on civilian neighborhoods, torture and other war crimes. The document says there's no military solution to the conflict. Suicide bombers have attacked a military intelligence office in the Egyptian town of Rafah in northern Sinai. Several soldiers have been killed. Rocket-propelled grenades were also fired on the military facility. And fuel supplies are running dangerously low in Gaza. 80% of the territory's fuel comes through smuggling tunnels, which the Egyptian army has been destroying in recent weeks. The military-backed government in Cairo says the tunnels are being used to help armed groups in Sinai. Oil giant Royal Dutch Shell has begun talks with the Nigerian community on compensation and cleanup 5 years after one of the worst oil spills in the country's history. The company's admitted responsibility but disputes the extent of the damage. Shell says about 4,000 barrels of oil were spilled there in River State, but lawyers for the victims say it was much higher. And you can find all the latest on those stories and more at aljazeera.com.